Hi everyone, welcome back. Now we are going to see about the types of single phase induction motor. So, a single phase induction motor is started by using some methods because it is not self-starting. The mechanical methods are not very practical method. That's why the motor is started temporarily by converting it into the two-phase motor. A single phase induction motor are classified according to the auxiliary means used to start the motor. They are classified as split phase induction motor, capacitor-start induction motor, capacitor-run induction motor, capacitor-start and capacitor-run induction motor, and shattered pole induction motor. So as in split phase induction motor, the split phase induction motor is known as resistance start motor. So it consists of single phase rotor, and the stator has two winding. One is called main winding, another one is called auxiliary winding. Both the windings are placed by 90 degree in space, like the winding in a two-phase induction motor. The winding of induction motor has very low resistance and high inductive reactance in order to produce the magnetic fluxes. So here the current which is supplied from the source is divided into two paths. One is the current through main winding, another is the current through auxiliary winding. So these two windings, it produces the magnetic fluxes. The two fluxes will be interacted on the rotor. So the rotor gets rotated. Once the rotor speed it attains the 75% of rated speed, the centrifugal switches gets opened and the auxiliary winding will be disconnected, and with the help of main winding we are continuously running the induction motor. So here the applications, it is used for the washing machine, air conditioning fans, and for food mixture, grinders, floor polisher, blower, centrifugal pump, and some of the drilling machine, lathe, office machinery, etc. And the capacitor-start induction motor. The capacitor develop much high starting torque, that is 3 to 4.5 times the full load torque. So in order to obtain the high starting torque, the value of starting capacitor must be large and the resistance of starting winding must be low. So because of the high VAR rating of the capacitor record, electrolyte capacitor of order of 250 microfarad are used. The capacitor is short time rated. These motors are more costly than split phase induction motor because an additional capacitor can be used. So which is similar, once the speed of the induction motor it reaches the 75% of rated speed, the centrifugal switches gets open so that the power supply into the stator winding, that is starting winding, can be disconnected, and with the help of main winding the motor is still operated. And this can be used for the heavy loads where frequent starting is required. These motors are used for the pump and compressor. So these are used as a compressor in the refrigerator and air conditioner. They are also used for the conveyor and some machine tools. And the capacitor and induction motor. These motors have cage rotor, and it requires only one capacitor which is connected in series with the starting winding. The capacitor C is permanently connected in a series with the starting winding. The capacitor C is permanently connected in the circuit of starting and running winding. So here the capacitor can be connected at the time of starting as well as at the time of running also. It provides the continuous and constant torque to the load. Okay, so the auxiliary winding will not be disconnected in the absence of centrifugal switch. The advantages: a single value capacitor motor has the following advantage. In this type of motor, no centrifugal switch is required, so this motor has higher efficiency. It has higher power factor because of permanently coupled capacitor. It has higher pull-out torque. Limitation: electrolyte capacitor cannot be used for continuous running, therefore paper-spaced oil-filled type capacitor can be used. Paper capacitor of the same rating and larger size more costly. So here the capacitor range will be high cost. And these are the applications. It can be used for fans, blowers, heater, and air conditioner, refrigerator, etc. And this is the capacitor-start and capacitor-run induction motor. So here we are using two capacitor, so out of which These two capacitor can be used at the time of starting, and out of two, one is used for running purposes and another one is disconnected when the speed of the in a motor rotor it reaches the 75% of this rated speed. So it can be used where higher inertia that requires and frequent starting is required. So these are used for the pumping equipment, refrigeration, air conditioning, etc. And here this is nothing but a shader pole. Some portion of the pole shoe is cutted and there will be a shading coil is mounted. So here which require where it requires low starting torque, so there we can use this saddle pole induction motor, and this is the assessment. So the capacitor used for the single phase induction motor have no voltage rating, dielectric medium, polarity making or definite value. So put your answer in the comment section, and these are the few references. Thank you.